Hey everybody, we're back, and today I'm playing Left 4 Dead, not Left 4 Dead, Plants vs Zombies. We're doing Survival Endless, and trying to see how far we can go. And, yeah. Just trying to keep it a lot more relaxed, considering the whole Boston bombing, and that being somewhat close to where I live. I live like half an hour away from Boston, so that really does suck. Alright, so we got all the divisions. Alright, let's go. So when you're doing Survival Endless, you can do it multiple ways. But in most cases, what you want to do is do either a cob cannon setup or a cobless setup. And the cobless setups are a little trickier to do, but they're self-managing, whereas the cob cannon setups you have to babysit. Now, what you want to do in the beginning is just build all your sunflowers. Build 6 sunflowers on land and try and get them to twin sunflowers, because that will actually get you better coverage and you don't worry about digger zombies. And the twin sunflowers, you'll be getting twice as much sun per gathering. The layout of this is kind of weird, but it's like the effective kind of weird. So far I've had one failed recording of this, and that's due to technical difficulties and stuff going on in my house. Because I'm still a student, I'm still living with my parents. So, gotta finish school, you know? But the first couple of things sets of this will be a little slow, as with most games, but it picks up a lot more later on. Alright. So, first one sunflower, all set. Alright. So what you want to do is you want to set up cattails to be on the column right after, like column 2 from the last sunflower. Alright. Best thing about cattails is that all their attacks home, so it's very useful because of that. Come on, just set out the potato mine, please. Damn it! Alright, so I'll set up a potato mine on this row, and then set up a melon pulp. Get rid of the potato mine. Alright. Use a squash on him. Alright, so essentially the way you want to set it up, you want to be asymmetrical with this, so that both sides after the third rows 1 through 3 will look the same as 4 through 6. You know, keep it symmetrical, you know, make it look nice. So you want 2 cattails there. And when you're starting out on this, you might be tempted to go all the way like that with your melon pulse, but you shouldn't, because melon pulse can't really hit behind them, and you have to worry about thicker zombies. Alright, so put that there, and then put a cherry bomb. Take them both out. 2 birds with 1 stone, you know, the good stuff. Get rid of that because I have a melon pulse covering. Alright, so we're starting to get there. We're almost at the second flag. It's gonna be really slow, but it's gonna be worth it. So, in my opinion, Plants vs. Zombies is an amazing game, and I just can't wait for the second one to come out and what they'll do for new innovations. Alright, squash bucket. Damn it! Could have killed him in time. Oh well. Alright. So, set up another melon pulp there. I'll just kill him. Alright, so essentially all these melon pulps what you want to do with them is just set them up to be winter melons. So they not only slow them down, but they technically do twice as much damage because everything's slowed down. Alright, I'll help out the plants in the water. Alright, almost there. Just a little more sun, and I have full coverage on every single row essentially. Alright, there we go, full coverage. Alright, I'll just squash to end it real fast. Alright, save them. Alright. Like, the music in this game is so... It could be either calming or just being peaceful in general. Like, I think PopCap should definitely continue on the series, just with new plants and stuff. But I also wish it was online. Alright, so what we want to set up here, just want to keep we want to get all our plants guarded with pumpkins. We need fume shrooms and gloom shrooms, with melons, and squash. There's a method to my madness on this. And go. So what you want to do is just continue on doing this and trying to set up fume shrooms and gloom shrooms. I'll show you where to set them up to be the most effective. Alright, you want another pair of winter melons over here in the 4th column on the rows 1 and 6, because they'll give you a lot more firepower because they're so, and you need that firepower since they're so up close compared to the ones in the back. Alright. Our line's starting to come into shape. Alright. Get another double sunflower. We're making our way. So, in this, this is a good way to get a lot of money in this because you're killing a lot of zombies, and when you get to the later levels, it's even more zombies. So, the density of it is just a lot higher. Alright, so I want to set up another one there. Cover the cattails with pumpkins, why not? Should start getting to that. And now the zombies approaching. So this goes on a little more. I really gotta stop smacking your lips like that. So essentially what fume shrooms are close damaging plants that do 4 Ps worth of damage, which is a lot of damage, and they shoot fire really quickly. So alright, so what we want to do is put a fume shroom. No, I'll hold off on fume shrooms. I have a stable yard so far. Just gear up the yard. Alright, this is why you want a lot of sun. So that's why the double sunflowers are good. It's because these fume shrooms can hit essentially anywhere around them. So once you have them filled up in the pool, it's amazing in terms of the raw damage you dish. Alright, start getting some winter melons. The winter melons you want to start with are the ones in the first row and the ones on first column, the ones in 2 and 6, because once they hit, they'll deal enough splash damage and freeze everything around them. Alright. So we're doing pretty well so far. We just hit the 4th flag, which we're gonna pass no problem. Look at that, that zombie's already dead. The fume shroom just does so much damage. Alright. So get the not fume shroom, the gloom shroom does a lot more damage. Alright, since we already have all the sunflowers, we don't need to get any more of those. So right now what we need to do is just start getting our defenses ready. We want to put an umbrella leaf in rows 2 and 5 on the 2nd column to cover your sunflowers from catapult zombies and bungee zombies. Get some winter melons. And, you know, the standard instant kills. Alright. Plant. So, you want to set up your umbrella leaves there and right here. Because they'll cover the surrounding plants from bungee zombies and catapult zombies. Alright. So, we got another fume shroom. So everything's going well. This is just really destructive because of all the splash damage. Melon pulse do 4 if on the direct enemy that hits, and then it does an extra 2 on splash damage. That's for all melon pulse and the variants. Alright, so this kind of looks like a the shape of this right now kind of looks like a sai. Sort of. Like, here's the blade, here are the little prongs. But that's just my imagination, probably. So what you want to do is you want to set up fume shrooms in these areas right here, because they'll eliminate all digger zombies, essentially. Because their damage output is so high. Like, I'm gonna refrain from getting winter melons this early in favor of setting up all the fume shrooms, because you're gonna need a lot of sun and a lot of fume shrooms for this to work. And I can already tell I screwed up a little bit because I forgot lily pads to set up the fume shrooms here, because once they're there, if you have dolphin zombies, if you set up the fume shrooms right here, the dolphin zombies will miss getting them, and you can get a lot of damage off of them. Like, in these setups, tall nuts and walnuts really aren't used because that's taking up a little more space, and I just bumped the mic. So, alright. Set up another winter melon. This is going well at this point. Like, the biggest problem once you're done with the setup that you're gonna have to deal with are the Jack-in-the-Box zombies. Only because if they're able to be set off, you're gonna be losing a lot of plants. But in most cases, they don't get it set off. But there's one zombie exclusive to Survival Endless, and that is the Red-Eyed Gargantuar, or Giga Gargantuar. It takes 3 instants to kill, so it has 1.5 health of a normal Gargantuar, which in my opinion is a little bullshit. But you know, you gotta roll with the punches. Alright. So, we're right about to hit the 6th flag. 6 flags. I've always hated that place, to be perfectly honest. Never understood why people liked going to Six Flags. I mean, I went and I rode the Bizarro one year, and then another year I went on another class trip with my ex-girlfriend, but other than that, I was just hanging out with my ex-girlfriend half the time, so that's a story for a different day. That, and I got to see my friends from my past school system, blah blah blah, you know, usual bull crap. Alright, let's go into the next set of waves. Alright, so we don't have to deal, all we have to really do now is just set up our fume shrooms and gloom shrooms and all that, and set up our winter melons. Grab lily pads. But before we head off,